project at Jacksonville State University. This is my diversity project, bridging the poverty gap. How can we improve the educational gap with students in poverty? Poverty versus non-poverty. Students with parents who are less fortunate, not struggle making ends meet, they're more likely to be single parents, less education, and they have a poor health. And non-poverty is parents, both parents live in the same home, have more education, and they have better health, okay? And the difference of this, the main difference of this is the poverty parents and the non-poverty parents, there's more time for the parents to spend time with their child who's going to school, and the poverty parents are more struggling to make ends meet, okay? How poverty issues affect children's school. Grades are typically lower than non-poverty students. They tend to get into more trouble. They have discipline issues. There's usually not a man in the household to have the discipline. Males are more likely to drop out, and females are more likely to get pregnant through K through 12. These are math scores from Durham North and Pell City. If you look at the board right here, the general ed students and the black students, the free lunch students, and the all students. Okay, the general ed students is probably Pell City. We are like 85%, so that's mainly the general ed students, or mainly the white students. Okay, and it breaks down the different categories from 2012, 2013, 2014. As you can see, that the free lunch students are lower than the general ed students. The ACT Aspire reading scores, there's a drop-off between level 2, level 1, level 2, and level 3, and level 4. We have not very many students achieve level 4 here at Durham North. Most of us are in the level 2 to level 3 categories. What can educators do to help? One main thing as fellow educators is you can be more positive, more reinforcing to your students. Provide support systems, like I talked to Miss Gaddis, and Miss Gaddis has started a new program being more supportive to the low poverty students to help achieve their goals. Number one thing is instill discipline. A lot of students may struggle in the classroom because they don't have discipline, okay? So one main thing is the educators do is to help instill discipline. Role models. Role models should help set goals for the students, assist the students in accomplishing these goals, help to increase individual accomplishments through appropriate instructions. So every case is going to be different, okay? So one student who's struggling, okay, and you do this, say you do this to help them, you have to do something different to help the other student, okay? Every case is going to be different. Each school should incorporate several different types of support systems, such as homework support, extra math help, or tutoring. Mr. Jordan does a great job with the extra math help and tutoring at Durham North. We have a homework support, online textbooks. We have, that's another thing about low poverty students. We try to go too much to online textbooks and stuff, and our students who are low poverty don't have the opportunity to get on the internet. So that's one way we're trying to beat that situation. Math interventions, PST meetings. Miss Gaddis handles all of our PST meetings. We do that once every 2 weeks. Math intervention, Miss Latham does a great job with intervention with math students, and we're trying to cut the bridge, the gap, narrow the gap down. Going back to discipline right here, discipline should help the students separate certain behaviors. Discipline should be all about structure and choice, and teachers should understand the behavior before they bring forth the discipline. Like I said earlier, not all students are the same, so the discipline has to be adapted to the student's need. Just because one person does this, one student does this, the other student might have different punishment because of different accident, or not accident, but a different thing that happened. When do we start? The earlier a teacher can start, the better. It is never too late to try to make a difference in a student's life. Relationships. Show the students you care for them during the time you have them. Celebrate with a student. Check on and stay in touch with a student after they leave your class, okay? Because a lot of these low income, low poverty students, they don't have a lot of positive feedback. So if you can give a student positive feedback in your classroom, even though it's 45 minutes to an hour a day, okay, that's the only positive feedback they can get. This is produced by me. This is just talking about during North Campus. Miss Gaddis helped me get this information. Our math teachers, Miss Latham and Mr. Jordan, and our principal, Mr. Garris. Is there any questions? All right, thank you.